With the Memorial Day weekend now behind us, summer tourism season will start to ramp up in the Munising area. Joining us via Zoom is Kathy Reynolds from Alger County Chamber of Commerce. Kathy, what are the predictions over there for the summer tourist season?
The last few years, we've been right under 1 million people coming, post-pandemic. And so we're expecting right around that same amount again, pretty much kind of staying steady with what we had last year, which would be a good summer, which would be a good season. So, people are already starting to come to town. It is a little cool out still. But a lot of people want to get outside, go hiking, go to waterfalls. The cruises started running about a week and a half ago. So you got people coming for that already. Pictured Rock cruises started running. So we do, and the businesses are starting to open up. Slowly, they always do. They start opening up at the middle of May, towards the end of May, as far as the seasonal businesses go.
One of the big events in Munising every summer is Pictured Rocks Days, which is June 13th and 14th this year. Could you tell us about that?
So Pictured Rocks Days, we're doing it a little, we also have it the second weekend of June. We've been doing this over 10 years. So, but we are having it on Friday and Saturday this year instead of Saturday and Sunday. So Friday and Saturday, June 13th and June 14th. And Friday it will go from 3 o'clock till 8 o'clock at night. We figured we'd try something where we had some nighttime, entertainment, that type of thing, and something going on. And then Saturday will be our typical time from 10 to 6. There'll be bands throughout the weekend, vendors throughout the weekend, food, petting zoo, just all, the cruises will be doing their free cruise thing over the weekend too, or over those days too, with a limited amount of tickets for that. So it's just a really good time to get out. It's almost like a kickoff to summer.
For people who want to participate in the Yoopers Ride Free Pictured Rocks cruises, what do they need to know?
You have to have a valid ID with an Upper Peninsula address on there. Yes. Yeah. And if you have any further questions about that, and it's always a first come, first serve basis. And if it gets down to like details, somebody's wanting to ask some details about it, we have them contact the cruises directly. Nice thing about that we do these in combination together. The festival, our office does, and then the UP residents where they get to cruise for free. People a lot of times they're waiting for a boat, or they get done with their cruise, or they're looking for something else to do. It gives them all something to do during that time, and they really play well together. And of course, we're right across the street from the cruises. So it's, right on the same, right on the lake shore. So it works out really well.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Kathy?
Always plan ahead. I always tell people it's always a very good idea to plan ahead, especially if you're coming to spend the night, or whatever it may be. It's always a good idea to plan ahead if you're going out in the park, to do as much research as you can, on what trails you want to do. If you're from the UP, of course, you're coming over, check out the weather, figure out your lodging before you come. If you're planning on spending the night, that type of thing too. I mean, usually that's what you find, sometimes that's what you find, folks that come not always have done research.
Thank you, Kathy. Again, Pictured Rocks Days is June 13th and 14th at Binsfield Bayshore Park. For more information on that and anything else going on in Alger County this summer, visit algercountychamber.com. Stay with us and we'll be right back after the break.